Caribbean Insight, the oldest West Indian TV program alive on the planet today. 30 years and still number one in the USA for value, consciousness, history and trending events. CITV with Lady V.
I'm Lady V on CITV, bringing you cultural programming highlighting the history and journey of a people, awakening their social consciousness as we celebrate 30 years of programming. COVID-19 coronavirus is attacking the world, and under fear and caution, the Caribbean is adjusting to the new normal in its defense against this virus. On this episode, the Prime Ministers of Guyana, Antigua and Barbuda presents their roadmap to recovery.
We have our first imported case from overseas. Hundreds of American and Canadian nationals have since left. As far as Guyanese are concerned, we are not opening the border. Our airspace is closed. No one is going to be allowed. Passengers' flight would be coming into Guyana, and we are not allowing access through those borders with our contiguous neighbors. Over the last days, we have had an incremental increase in the number of persons tested positive. The deaths so far, and we think that 4 deaths, even 1 death is one too many. And this is a serious, very serious health emergency facing our nation as well as the world. Until the 1-month period is over, we're going to be reviewing the issue of opening borders to international flights. We are concerned about events that are taking place in our public space, social activities that open us to great harm if they are not followed by measures that could be enforced. As you know, we have started off with a single ground zero, one imported case that came upon us. And then quickly, there were people who had to be identified in contact tracing. About 200 persons all over had to be tracked, traced, and measures taken to place them in isolation or in quarantine. You know the difficulties we had initially of people not sticking to the quarantine, of breaking loose and going out into marketplaces and other public places where the risk is great of the disease being spread. This is me, country boy talking. If they got to pull them out in the bars by their ears, I will say, yes, get them out, send them home. And that's the way to go. It has to have strict enforcement, or else these measures are going to be a laughing stock to come back to haunt us. And I am standing very firmly by these measures that they have to be enforced by the police. This is a law. If it says 1/2 of your capacity, then it shall be 1/2 of your capacity. It's not going to be may or maybe. It shall be. It must be. And those who are violating the law, they have to, as they have the old saying, those have to live by the law, they will have to suffer for the violation of the law. And that is what the intention is. It's a public health measure or measures that is intended to restrict clustering, restrict large numbers of persons being in a certain place. Facilities can continue to operate. Telecommunication field, call centers, telephone, internet services. These are communication mechanisms. And we welcome the contributions of the entire society. This is coming together to fight an enemy that is invisible. We can beat it if we all come together. As Guyanese would say, the donkey dam attitude, what comes to do? We don't want that in Guyana. We want to encourage all media, religious groups, social groups, civic organization, the private sector to come together and join in the effort, a collective effort to restrict the spread of this monster disease that has invaded our shore. There are also approaches to international organizations for a loan, the World Bank of $5 million US. An order has been placed with the government of the People's Republic of China, Caribbean institutions, the Caribbean Development Bank, the IDB, the IMF, wherever, the United Nations funds as well. There will be no abuse while I am heading this task force, and the people most in need will get assistance first. That's the priority of this scale of social assistance. This is the nation. This is our Guyanese people, our Guyanese civilization. And if we can't work to preserve the civilization, then it is not worth fighting.
TV family, this is the home of Caribbean culture and history. And I'm the daughter, Lady V, keeping the thing alive out here.
Greetings from TNT. I am Tigress.
This is the original dance master.
This is Marshall Montano.
I'm Brother Valentino.
This is Marcia Miranda.
Caribbean Inside. Yes, I watch them all the time. They're bad.
Caribbean Inside really is dynamite. Caribbean Inside really super was spite. Caribbean Inside enjoy day or night. Caribbean Inside really is dynamite.
This Rasta see father for 5 years, and he go morning 2 o'clock, I rap on the door. The father said, "Who's that?" "Dad, I, and the Lion of Judah." The father said, "What? Is I and the Lion of Judah?" The father said, "You, your friend, could stay here, but the lion can't come in here."
Eating a nice. Eating a nice. COVID-19, a wicked disease. He come to destroy the West Indies. He started wickedness in China. He went to Italy and America. Just so the man lost control. He started wickedness all around the world. He make the business close down, still at home, trying to control tongue.
The message is a simple one. Stay in hiding, Corona is lurking. We have a task. Wear your mask, continue to practice social distancing and frequent hand washing. Stick and stay. I'll be right back your way with the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda's recovery program. Thank you for making Caribbean Insight your #1 stop for culture. Today we have over 10,000 subscribers. You have showed your interest in keeping Caribbean culture alive. We are offering you our t-shirt collections. Shirts that invoke thoughts and empowerment. They are collector's items and memorabilia. For your participation, go to the link below and make your contribution to foster the value of our Caribbean cultural stories. Thank you for your support as we continue to develop.
We are counting on responsible corporate citizens to assist us to make sure that not a single person goes hungry in this country. We know that there are several thousand households that are in need. Economic consequences of COVID have been devastating. We all know that the government's revenue would have fallen precipitously. In fact, our revenue is down by about 70%. And even this month, we would have struggled to pay salaries and wages to public servants. And obviously, with the upcoming months as well, we will continue to struggle. I want to say to the people of Antigua and Barbuda, what is critical at this time is to make sure we provide the people of Antigua and Barbuda with food, clothing, and shelter. We're going to go through some tough months, but we have to remain resilient, and we also have to remain hopeful. I'm absolutely confident that better days are coming.
The first scheduled commercial flight into the V.C. Bird International Airport will arrive on the evening of Thursday, 4th June. The Antigua and Barbuda Airport Authority says it will be restricting traffic through the terminal to travelers and airport staff. Everyone visiting the airport will be subject to the safety protocols. All passengers are required to wear masks during the arrival and departure process, and arriving passengers will also be asked to complete a health declaration form.
We know that the probability of COVID coming in from people coming from United States or United Kingdom exists.
The minister says the country can only suppress transmission of the virus if residents continue to follow the safety guidelines. In the meantime, airplane passengers will undergo rigorous screening once they arrive in the country.
As in all things, prevention is better than cure. Therefore, I reiterate my call for personal responsibility by all citizens and residents to practice good hygiene as outlined before and to eat healthily and exercise. We can keep our communities safe and well if each of us exercise personal responsibility to protect not only ourselves, but each other. Let us now be sensible in our behavior and be our brother's keeper. Let us conjoin our efforts to prevent the spread of COVID-19 within the domestic population. Our country is still very safe. Considering the challenges of COVID-19 to include economic impact and potential threat to our food security, we have to work diligently and collectively as a nation of one people with a common destiny to confront these challenges. I reiterate, we must never panic, but must work collectively with confidence and faith. I remain confident that with our collective efforts and with the help of God, we shall surmount the challenges of COVID-19, and this too shall pass.
Well, at long last, it has come to pass that this nation must reach maturity. But we can't move along unless we're strong in faith, hope, love, and unity. With all the reasoning of a sound direction, we'll run this land into bad turmoil. To rid this land of all depression, there should never be any guile. Everyone must stand in nation defense and support with convincing evidence. Yes, we have a chance to win and we have a chance to lose. So tell me which of them you go choose. When we start to learn how to pull together, we must show concern for a brighter future. We must look ahead for a bright tomorrow. Success is our goal. This is what we all know. So rise, all antigas, rise. What we do with our commitments to succeed should be our ultimate goal. Our enthusiasm must be great, far greater than it ever was, to solve this problem once and for all, without banga and war. Cooperation is a viable path. If you need a right to make a fresh start, don't mind how for the very best of attention, hard work and steadiness. When we start to learn how to pull together, we must show concern for a brighter future. When we look ahead for a bright tomorrow, success is our goal. This is what we all know. So rise, all antigas, rise. Rise, all antigas, rise. job well done. So rise, all antigas rise. It is rough, it is tough, but we can't give up. Struggle day after day until we succeed. There are those who don't care about this land welfare. It is sad, really sad, very sad indeed. It's time we settle down and deal with the issue. The issue that really would see us through. How in life you expect us all to accomplish an occasion where ignorance is bliss. If we work together with heart and soul, definitely we will reach our goal. Not by blood, not by tears, not by wars, not by fear, but by hard work throughout the passing years. When we start to learn how to pull together, we will show concern for a brighter future. We must look ahead for a bright tomorrow. Success is our goal. This is what we all know. So rise, all antigas rise. I said rise, all antigas rise. For the good of our land, we must work it hand in hand. For a free society, it depends on all that we rise. All antigas rise. Just a sense of civic pride, we could make it side by side, shaking one another hand for a mighty job well done. So rise, all antigas rise.
Right now I'm in Antigua and the whole place under pressure. I not even see family member, not even some musicians. It's like Corona just turned 19 and she want to show us something. Now listen to Cocotte when he sing. Stop by your yard, I tell you.
Damn junk, but damn no fool.
Give you one more like a testimony. I share something you don't know about me. I had two friends who died to this mess, and I test positive, they thought I was next. You tried me, take me out, oh you must be mad. All you know my blessings come from a living God. I have so much praying people on my team that I'm proud to say I beat COVID-19. Bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, bam, true story. Yeah, God be the glory. Ba-dam, ba-dam, a-di-bi-di-bi-ding-day.
Thank you for making Caribbean Insight your #1 stop for culture. Today we have over 10,000 subscribers. You have showed your interest in keeping Caribbean culture alive. We are offering you the Morris Bishop t-shirt, a shirt that invokes thought and empowerment. It's a collector's item, a memorabilia. For your participation, go to the link below and make your contribution to foster the value of our Caribbean cultural stories. Thank you for your support as we continue to develop.
Life may be rough, I tell you times may be tough, but we must keep going. I feel any pain, yes we keep holding strain, but we must keep fighting. Regardless of how it come, we just can't surrender. We gotta keep working towards a better future. I say your struggle may always done. You gotta get up to having fun. As you see, time goes around. Why? While we appreciate the little life got to give. Regardless what's the hood, we must think positive. Look on the brighter side, look on the brighter side, because I see a silver lining behind the gray cloud we're passing. Look on the bright side, look on the bright side, for the bright side is where. With a heavy load, look how we going down the road, but we must keep going. As though we commit a crime, and we keep serving time, but we must keep fighting. Remember they say that nothing lasts forever. One day is for the slave, one day for the master. So always keep your courage up, don't allow confidence to drop. One day we'll be right there on top. While we appreciate the little life got to give, regardless what's the hood, we must think positive. Look on the brighter side, look on the brighter side, because I see a silver lining behind this great cloud we're passing. Look on the bright side, look on the bright side, for the bright side is where. The journey may be long, and you keep falling down. Keep standing. It keep getting hot, like the pressure won't stop, but we must keep going. Everybody in life does have their little setback, but we just can't say that's that. Sit down and relax. Don't care what you go through today. Surrender we must never say. Where there's a will, there is. While we appreciate the little life got to give, regardless what's the hood, we must think positive. Look on the brighter side, look on the brighter side, because I see a silver lining behind this great cloud we're passing. Look on the bright side, look on the bright side, for the bright side is where.
There is a light at the end of this tunnel. You want to see it? Let's follow the advice of our leaders and be safe. I'm Lady V, and I'll catch you at the next pit stop.